Hey y'all, it's Regan. Welcome back to another episode of Cozy Up with Regan and friends, Jay and Maddie. Hey y'all. I hope you guys all enjoyed my episode on Monday. I'm excited to record again for that and to figure out what kind of thoughts and ideas I want to get out in that. But I hope you enjoyed what I put out there. How was everybody's first week of 2026? It's crazy to say. It does not feel like we should be saying 2026.
Not even a little. No. Just work. Just busy.
Yeah.
Redoing my room. Doing another rebrand.
Yeah. Jay loves to do a rebrand.
I love a rearrange. I love a revibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we're doing blacks and browns.
Blacks and browns.
Very nice.
Yes.
At least it's not like Kim K's like all beige vibe. Gotta have some sort of like contrast.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool. We don't have like the budget to make the all beige look like okay.
Like look,
It would look
rich.
like a hospital room.
It would look horrendous. Because even with her $1 billion budget, it still looks a little questionable.
When we first moved down here, I had the all white beige bohemian kind of vibe. But it's just it was cute, and I feel like I did a good job, but it was expensive.
Yeah.
Can't do that decor again.
No, you can't do like a full, like you just like to do like bedding, maybe a new rug.
Yeah, and when you have like cream walls, it already works.
Yeah.
You know,
You can just change up whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
How was your first week? How have the kids been?
Good. Really good. I have been trying to cook more. And my thing was like
Yanni's been whipping it up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my thing was to find like healthy, easy recipes. Not necessarily like the most healthy, but like better than like eating out or not eating anything at all. Mm-hmm. And then like packing lunch, and I've been packing snacks and stuff. So that's been really good. So
yeah, I still gotta try those. What are they called? Drizzleicious.
Oh, they were bomb. She fed me one the other day, and it has a little like.
It's a rice cake.
It's a mini rice cake like the size of a quarter, and then it has a drizzle. I got the birthday cake kind.
Bomb.
Good. And they have protein and they're gluten free.
And that little drizzle like just adds a little.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Extra some special.
Yeah. So those have been good. And I've been making coffee. In the morning, I got the sweet almond hibiscus pods.
Oh, I saw that. How
are those?
I need to try. Is it good?
I mean, they're good. They're not like, I wouldn't probably buy them again.
I wouldn't do a hibiscus coffee, but like a hibiscus tea.
I was intrigued. I was very intrigued.
Well, it's like, you're mixing like coffee with tea. Because you have like sweet almond, which is like sounds like a bomb coffee flavor, and then you have hibiscus, which like throws me off.
I know. I was so intrigued. I was like, I have to try it. It's not bad. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll have to give her a whirl.
Yeah, a whirl. You have to let me know.
Yeah.
My first week of the year, I got influenza A over New Year's Eve.
Wah, wah. Which tomato.
Yeah, I've never actually had the flu. I've like gotten like cold and everyone's like, I got the flu, but like you don't actually have the flu until you test positive for the flu.
Yeah.
And I tested positive for the flu and it was miserable.
No, you were like so down bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a dizzy. But now I'm good. I'm immune to that strain, and let's hope another strain doesn't come through.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah. When I was in when I had to go to urgent care when I was in Texas for this flu, and I was sitting there in like the waiting room of this clinic, and I had another issue with my health insurance, and it was like making me think of today's segment of like the things nobody warns you about adulting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just recently had to start being on my own health care, and I don't have a job that provides like health insurance. Mm-hmm. So I've been dealing with all the grand, wonderful things of having your own health insurance on top of just the obvious of like it's like $400+ a month out of pocket, and then you have to pay your deductible.
Yep.
So it's like you don't really even get coverage until you spend like thousands more dollars on this deductible. And then it's like all this different paperwork. Like I signed up, was approved, and then like a couple months later I had to like redo it all because it was the new year.
And then there's the open enrollment.
And then then there's enrollment, and then
like different plans with like HSA and FSA.
Yeah, I don't know what HMO is or HPO or PTO or what, I don't know what any of that is.
I don't think there's a PTO insurance.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something with the PMO.
There's like, a bunch of different letters in the alphabet.
There's so many different plans.
And they always ask me questions. I'm like, I have no idea. I pay for something and I just want coverage and I want to be able to go to the doctor.
No, literally, and like, why? I've said this about multiple different things to my dad. I'm like, why is this like not a class in school? Mm-hmm. Like, I know we had like lifestyle and like classes that were just like for like home ec and stuff like that, and they would teach you stuff. But like, I'm talking, I need a class that like talk to me about insurance and like checks and balances, and then like also like buying a house and how that works and how taxes work and how
interest works,
and how like all of that stuff works because I feel like those are like real life useful things that like we aren't taught. Like I truly don't need to know the Pythagorean theorem. I don't even need to know
how birth control works. I feel like we all know.
Yeah, like I don't need to know these things. But like,
I mean, like maybe you do need to know that. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like the extent that a high school teaches you on that, I'm like, I'm good. Now what's a credit card?
MX plus B equals life insurance. Like I need to know that. So it's just like
that was one of my things too. Is like what nobody warned me about was when I look at like my pay statements because I'm salary. Just shy of a quarter of my salary goes to taxes, Social Security, federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and Medicaid or Medicare.
Yeah, it's like you don't
and that's a quarter of my salary, and then I get bi-weekly payments. So like every month, it's a quarter of my salary that just go. I can't say anything.
You don't see it.
No,
I mean, I could see Social Security in 50 years or 40 years, but
like I'm truly like I didn't know Uncle Sam worked these hours for me. Like I didn't know he was on the clock.
Yeah.
I thought it was just me.
They do get a good chunk, and Arizona is a bigger chunk than North Dakota was. At least like when it comes to like the service industry, what we get taken out for taxes is significantly larger down here.
Absolutely.
But our tax return is significantly less. Dude, like non-existent down here.
No, facts. And it's like been getting worse and worse. Like my first year living down here, I got like a good like almost $2,000 back.
In North Dakota, it was minimum $1,000, sometimes like $2,000.
And then this last tax season, I got like $300.
No, I did a tax estimator yesterday because I got my W-2, and I was like, okay, they've been taking a quarter of my salary. Give me something back because I can prove that like I'm paying bills. I have student loan interest that I can vouch for too. That's like a significant amount every year, and it's like $258. And I was like, that's not even how much you take a pay period. That's like you take more than that every single pay period.
Okay, here's like a round of groceries. Have fun. I used to be able to go on like a all expense paid trip with my tax.
We went to Vegas.
Ivy with my tax refund. Then shipped her across the country, Delta.
Facts.
Like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Arizona or if it's maybe we just like moved when like the recession or like the crash happened.
We also had like school credit before. Like if you're enrolled in school, that counts for a lot. And then I think I was in the COVID stimulus checks for when we were becoming an adult.
Yeah, and I was independent for a really long time, and then I just became an independent like 2 years ago. But all of that doesn't really even make sense either. I just know I get my little form, I log into my TurboTax, I take a picture, and I call it a day.
Yeah.
And I just hope it's working out.
Yeah, and like I like tried to ask for like last tax season. I was like, Dad, like help me. How do I do this? Like I don't know what to do. He was like, grab Regan and Maddie, you guys put your brains together. And it's time to grow up. And I was like, no, like just
okay, I can do the bare minimum of submitting my taxes, and then I don't want to get like audited or anything. So I'm like, I can follow that rule. But then you talk to some people who are really financially literate, and they're like, did you claim your phone bill? Did you claim your oil changes because you use your car to get to work? Did you claim this? You can claim this. You can claim this as like a deduction.
Oh yeah,
and people who claim your like car.
If you use it for any sort of work. So, like, if I did, like, a DoorDash, like, once a week, then I could, literally, if I had a car with a car payment, I could claim my car payment as a deduction on taxes.
Oh.
And, like, people who are so financially literate, they're like, you could just do this, that, and the other. And I'm like, I just submit the form.
Yeah, I
call it a day. That's what I'm saying. A class. Why aren't we doing a class on tax return in high school? Like, I don't understand. Like, I truly don't understand. Because this is all valuable information.
And
I'm 27 years old. And I did not know that. Which is, like, foul.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know. I just, like, and then there's, like, so many things that I worry I'm doing wrong.
I'm always scared the IRS is coming because they have before, and I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, you came after you?
Yeah.
They got
big for $9,773.
For what did you do?
That's a long story. Maybe I don't think we have time for it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I had to email the governor.
If they were coming at me for 9 bones, dude, I'm running.
In a SparkNotes version, she collected unemployment from being furloughed for COVID,
which I was told to do.
and then they like tried to say that was a sham, and they wanted all that money back.
But it wasn't even. I wasn't even given that much money. It was going to an old address for 2 years, so they had collected interest for 2 years on like my base unemployment.
Yeah.
So it had like tripled from like what I was paid during COVID, and then they said that my workplace said that I quit, so I had to pay it all back. Well, I was currently working for them, and nobody could fix it, and I was trying to hire lawyers, and nobody would represent me, and then I had to email the governor.
Yeah, of North Dakota.
That's how I got out of it.
Like Governor Armstrong or whatever?
At the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to email him, and I was like, I wrote a letter to like
Begging
all
and
this
pleading
stuff,
on
and
her
I was
knees.
like, I'm in college, I'm still employed by this company, and the company tried to like help me too. They like wrote a letter and everything, and then
So what? The IRS comes after you, and then what? Like they just like end up taking stuff out of your like paychecks. Basically?
No. They I got the letter and I thought it was a scam, but then I called like literally IRS.com. I don't even know what I called, and they were like, "No, yeah, you do owe this money," and I was like, "Can you explain to me how?" And then I was like, "How do I appeal this? Because this isn't right. Because I'm currently working for them." Because they were thinking that I had quit and then collected unemployment.
Yeah.
Which wasn't the case. They just filled the paperwork out wrong. And then I was like, can I appeal it? And they were like, so we actually aren't going to let you do a phone appeal because for some weird reason. And I was like, if I can't appeal this, what am I supposed to do? And they were like, you just have to pay it. And then I would call lawyers and they would be like, we only represent employers, not employees on cases like this.
Yeah.
So for like 3 months, I was like beside myself thinking like the IRS was coming after me for about 10 grand.
No, that's crazy. And then that also like brings up another point is like, why are people like mailing this like valuable information? Because I feel like as adults we should start checking, like we do check our mailbox like often, but
not often enough, and I do be missing stuff.
And I do miss it. My dad, like every single day, he goes to check the mailbox.
Yeah.
Every day. My mom checks the mailbox every day. And like I am not a mailbox checker. Like I'm like,
but I'm also not an email checker.
No,
so I figure
but,
it's a lose-lose.
I need text notifications.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if the IRS is coming after me, if
they'll find out.
If
I'll find out in a couple
ADOT
weeks.
is coming after me with a ticket from the flashers on the lights, you best be calling me because I'm not checking the mail.
No,
and then it's
we'll have
also
a warrant out for arrest for a speeding ticket.
I'm
before
like
I know
so
it.
worried about that because I tell my dad because like my car's registered under Washington. So
Yeah,
I'm
my
like,
car's in North Dakota
I'm
too.
like, if I am in trouble with the law as far as like getting a picture taken of my license plate, Jeffrey's getting it. I'm not. So like then what? I get pulled over and they're like, you have 7 warrants out for your arrest.
Literally.
I'm like, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
No, that like so checking the mailbox is a big one. I think that like as I get older and like I still struggle with this is like you have to like we all make a decent amount of money, but
livable.
it's like as we get older and like we've seen this as like generations go on, that life is like so expensive now that like even if you have a livable wage, you still have to prioritize certain things. Like you can see how much you're making and be like, dang, that's like a lot of money, and then it's like, no, it's really not because everything is so expensive now. And I have an issue with being like, oh, it's only $20, and then everything else is like another 20, another 20, another 20.
You know you've spent $250
exactly
twice a week, which is $500.
Yes.
And then
like my $10 coffee that I get every day on my way to work, I'm just rounding up. I'm like, if I get 10 of those, that's 100 smackers.
Right.
I don't know. And like I think like when we're watching our parents do it when we're younger, they're like unstoppable. They're like, oh, they have the card, like they have all this money, like blah blah blah. But like they're us now, like they're just trying to make it, and like we see them as superheroes.
But I mean, the economy was also different for them. For them to splurge on a coffee was much more.
But they like didn't
attainable. Like if that makes sense.
I don't know, but yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Going back to what Yanni said earlier about how her like one of her things has been like cooking more. That's one of the things that nobody warns you about.
Figuring out
is
dinner.
like cooking sucks. Like I like cooking here and there. I like finding a new recipe. I like finding a new baking recipe, especially now that I'm gluten free. I like once in a while, but like our moms would just every night cook dinner, do the dishes,
like it's
watch the show,
nothing.
moving on, cook dinner, grab something out of the freezer, cook dinner. Like, I can't form a weekly menu to save my life. I had to
literally
cook every night. And we've worked in the service industry for so long that, like, cooking just is, like, so out of my wheelhouse because I just get made food at my job.
Yeah.
But, like, cooking every day is mentally, physically, and emotionally exhausting.
It is,
and it's
but
hard
then you have to be like creative to think of things that like you ate growing up that you don't have to go like get a million ingredients for. That's why I'm trying to like cook more, because I'm like, I want stuff that I can just make from like very few groceries or groceries we already have. Like one thing that Jay and I the other day we were like, let's have some sloppy joes.
Yeah, like,
And that's like a good meal, and you just need like hamburger and some sloppy joe mix and buns.
Yeah,
and it's but other like all these recipes that I see, I'm like, I need to get this. Before you know it, it's $80 for one meal.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to get myself in the routine of like, okay, for dinner all I have to do is brown hamburger, and like remember those meals.
Yeah.
Or like be able to merge a couple meals together.
Exactly. Like using the same ingredients for like different things.
Yeah, like if I need an onion, I only need half of it probably. So like make sure like the next day or two, like you need the other half.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
like same
and
with
then-
like chicken,
Or like buy
chicken.
beef in bulk. Like it's like if I'm just cooking for myself, I don't necessarily need a pound, but like I can make all the beef and then use that other half for
something
something
else.
else,
Yeah.
and like reconstruct it kind of.
No, for real. And then like, okay, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, but like that truly is like, I don't know. Maybe some people are gifted with that ability, but I just think that maybe when I have kids and like a husband one day, it'll come much more naturally because I'll be forced.
No, truly.
But it's not all that it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
I struggle with it heavily.
And now, like, I truly do understand why our parents would be driving home and they'd be like, we have food at home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am such, like, I'm a DoorDash queen. And now I'm like, I need to not be, because we do have a lot of food here. We
do.
have a lot
Well, that's
of
even
food
what I
in our
tell you
house.
sometimes. You're like, there's nothing to eat. I'm like, we have 2 freezers, 2 fridges, and a fat pantry.
Yeah, that we can,
full
like,
of food.
there's gotta be some
so
sort of,
fun.
yeah.
I've done that before where I've taken, like, I've stood in the pantry and I'm like, okay, there has to be something of this millions of options I have.
Yeah.
And I took that rice with the cream of mushroom and made, like a
a
mushroom risotto
yeah.
with, like, chicken, and it actually turned out really good.
Yeah. I need to start being like my parents and to be like, Jay, you don't need to go to McDonald's on the way home.
My like short-term resolution is like I'm not touching DoorDash the whole month of January.
We've already failed.
I know you have.
I got
But
Cafe Supas.
I am 7 days in and we're good to go.
Good job, you guys. Are you clean as well?
I clean. I got sidewalk bagel for breakfast one day.
On
because
New Year's
what-
Day, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys got Black Rock.
I
No,
got
I
Black
didn't
Rock.
get Black
Yeah, I got Black Rock. I got Black Rock.
Okay.
And then I got Cafe Zupas. So I'm only 2 out of the 7. I've been doing okay.
Yeah.
Usually it's like an every other day, probably every day situation.
Yeah. Anytime you need a meal, it's being DoorDashed, which is like once a day maybe. And then you have leftovers maybe, so you like skip a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be.
It's the bare bones
no,
truth.
it's the bare bones truth. Call me out. Say
But
what
also
you
you
need.
have to think
I'm not
like
any better
when
majority
people
of the
say like when people say like go get groceries to save money, like that's not always the case.
Unless you're smart
especially
with it,
since
yeah.
we like live down here. Salad and Go, you can go and get a wrap and a drink for $7. If I go make a meal for myself, what are the chances I can get all of the ingredients for $7?
Yeah.
You have to get that and you have to eat that for like 4 days straight
And
because you have to use up all those ingredients.
Produce is
And it goes
expensive
bad.
and it goes bad fast.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It'll be easier when you have more people to cook for, because that's the other issue we always run into is like we don't all eat at the same time. We don't all eat the same thing. We don't all like the same thing. So it's like we are never cooking for 3 people. We're always cooking for one, and cooking for one sucks.
Yeah. I feel like you're really, really hard to cook for. It's hard for us because you're really hard to
You'll
cook
eat
for.
what I cook because it's like whatever.
I can eat,
Yeah.
but like Yanni and I, like we eat very
have
similar
lock
things.
stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
we lock in. But then when it's like, okay, I need to find something that's not red meat, no tomatoes, gluten free. That you don't like pasta really.
You don't
like,
like
and then it's like you
squash.
don't like heavy creamy stuff.
no zucchini,
No
no squash.
zucchini, no
But I'm
squash.
like not a picky eater. I just like my body forces me to be a picky
Yeah.
eater.
As long as she's got seaweed and mayo, she's good.
Seaweed, mayo, and some rice. The Asian in me, it really comes out. That or like a Mediterranean diet. My brother's at
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
were like, is this all you eat? Is like chicken and cheese or like chicken and tzatziki or Mediterranean? 'Cause
Is
we went
hummus gluten free?
yeah, it's just chickpeas.
Yeah.
But we went to a Mediterranean restaurant. I'm like, oh, this is so good. And Ryan's like, is this all you eat? I'm like, truly, yeah, because the Mediterranean diet is like the best thing
I
for
could
me.
live off of Mediterranean food. So good.
So good. Anyone else have some like adulting
Well, I think like talking about the task of cooking, but I think just like once you become an adult, especially like most people our age have been in like apartments or townhouses their entire life, but like living in the house that we've been blessed with, it's just so eye-opening to how many random little tasks there are as an adult.
In mind too.
I have like, the to-do list never ends.
Yes, I have that as well.
Like you have the lawn to mow, then you have the filter in the dishwasher that should be changed every 6 months, then you have like the reverse osmosis filter, then you have this filter, then you have your air filters, then you have a light bulb that needs to be changed, then you have a doorknob that needs to be changed, then you have the salt tank, then you have
garbage disposal,
all this like
then there's
you need to call this,
and then you have to
like there are so many random things that like I didn't recognize that my parents would do every year because they would just do it and like
and then your bush has to get cut on top of it and it's like scraping the window and then it's like
your oil needs to be changed.
Changing like the air filters.
Yeah.
Stuff you don't really ever think about.
Air filters sitting by Jay's room for months waiting for somebody to take the initiative.
I'm going to have to just take the initiative. I just don't want to fuck it up.
It's just crazy.
You literally pop it on, pop it in, and close it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a task that like these things don't.
No, it's like a little. You just flip the thing. The metal part falls down. You grab it out. You put the other one, and the metal thing goes back.
And it's like it's not stuff that takes a long time, but it's just stuff that you don't think about on the daily, so it goes like a long time without being done. You know?
Yeah.
There's so many little, and like the washing machine. We have a lot of dog hair, and when I clean the washing machine trap. Dog hair galore, nasty. Like you never think to do that.
Yeah,
so many random tasks.
And that's also like you would think that like if you have a big house, like the mess doesn't like look messy because it's like through a big space. But then you just realize that like it's just more house that you gotta keep clean. Like you have to keep it tidy.
This house versus our last house, it takes like twice as long to clean.
And there's more carpet, so then you have to like vacuum. Whereas our other house, like we just had that little shark thing and just like
patch.
Boom, 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 and now it's like you had
really get into it.
like you have to really get into it.
Yeah, the to-do list never ends. And then there's like the personal things, like, oh, I gotta pay this bill, oh, this bill's due. Then it's like, oh, it's time to get my hair cut. Then it's like that's where the financial aspects where it's like I have something where it's like getting like your hair done is like a financial event. It is.
So
is buying a rug and a trash can for some reason.
It's just
is rebranding your room.
Yes. But it's just like there's so many things, and I try to just like you just keep moving. And it's like just crazy though, because like I just had like you knew it but you didn't know it, and we're still babies. We don't have kids to have to take to the doctor and worry about their insurance. We don't have husbands we have to worry about. We don't have like I don't know, more stressful like jobs with more appointments and like this and that, like I don't know.
But that brings me to another thing that I had down that like nobody warns you about is like when you recognize you have free will. And like your parents aren't here. Like I don't know how many of you viewers have been to our house, but we have an air mattress in our living room. That permanently stays there.
No, it is.
It's like what happened in my parents' house.
It's our second couch. No. Oh my gosh, no.
But that like we don't have.
But we keep it cute.
So.
She's a cute little bed, and she's
so purposeful.
She is.
And when you realize you have free will.
No, because it's like, guys, we have this enormous couch, okay? And there's only 3 of us. Yeah, could we all fit on the couch comfortably? Absolutely. But we all like to sprawl out.
Be horizontal.
Yanni gets her corner of the couch. Reagan, you get your long corner, and then I take the mattress.
Yeah.
Because we have free will to have whatever furniture we want
so, like,
in our
that's
house.
like the fun part about growing up. Like we don't have kids yet, so we can have the free will to be like, let's put this air mattress here.
Yeah. Or like, let's build a fort.
Let's build a fort.
Something. No,
That is kind of fun though to think about. Like we can do whatever we want.
And when you realize that
does not exist.
I want to go fly to Japan next week. Financially, I can't, but if I wanted to, I could.
Yeah.
You know, like if I want to, like you can do whatever.
Possibilities are endless.
No, it really is, because like think about it. If we had kids right now, neither one of like your guys' Christmas presents that we all got each other, like those would not be happening. Like like Yanni got us like these cool like Drunken Shakespeare tickets, and we're gonna go see Drunken Shakespeare, and then we're gonna go see a candlelit symphony of Drake. Okay, those are just fun random things. Reagan decided I need to go to New York. I didn't get to go this year, so
I was gonna go, but then I was like, I don't want to go by myself. And plane tickets weren't bad, so I got them tickets to come with me.
Yeah,
But
for
that's
my
so
birthday.
last minute. And
yeah.
my friend Casey and I were just talking about this too, because we went to drop some stuff off at the Tempe police station.
Mm-hmm,
And then I was like, oh my gosh, the girls work right around the corner. Sure enough, we stopped in, sat at the bar, and had a drink. And
had a
she's
drink,
like,
had food.
imagine if we like had like a family to get home to, and we couldn't just like go to the police
Yeah, you
station
can't
and
just do
stop
that.
and have a
No.
drink. you
Like,
know?
that's where being single truly is nice, because even like a boyfriend, it's
Yeah.
like, I can just, right now, I can just go do
Beep
whatever
bop, yeah.
I want any day of
Whatever
the
you
week.
want.
And not to tell nobody, except tell these guys what I'm up to and see if they want to join.
Until I said, no, you're not allowed to get home and cook me dinner.
No more.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. But yeah, no, adulting is definitely crazy. And
I feel like we're all getting better at it, though.
Yeah,
We truly
it's-
are.
And I was talking, I don't know if this is this makes you feel better or worse, but I was talking to a table about it recently. Something got brought up and they're like, it never gets easier. I'm like, well, that's good to know. You know, like, because I was saying something, they're like, oh, like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, like, you know, they're like, is bartending your career? I'm like, I hope not, you know, but I was like, I don't know. We'll see. Well, I was like, I don't know where my path is leading me. And they're like, oh, you'll never know where your path is leading you. And I'm like, that does like make me feel better that it's like, you just never know. And you just day by day, live your life, do the best you can and figure it out. I mean, sometimes I probably need to feel a little more motivated to get my poop in a group, but
God's got you.
God's gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, adulting is a wild situation.
Yeah, it is.
And it's just like, also, this is my last thought on it, like about adulting, is that like our parents are adults and we're becoming adults, but it's like also our parents' first time like living their life. So like there's like,
isn't that crazy?
Like your parents,
perception.
like they're still living their first and only life. You know, like they're figuring it out.
And I like,
your
forget
parents,
that.
my parents.
I feel like they've lived this 50-year-old, 60-year-old life like 6 times.
And like
but this is their first time.
Yeah, and like I go to do experiences with my mom, and I'm looking at her just have the time of her life. I'm like, oh, you've never done this before, and I'm like, oh wow, like this is your first time doing it too.
No, it's actually.
And I'm like, oh, like, you know, we're all just really in this together. Like they're supposed to raise us to become adults, but then it's like now we're all adults, and like sometimes we could be going through the same thing at the same time. Like it's just weird. Life is weird, crazy. Anyway, crazy.
Yeah. To wrap up today's episode, I wanted to play a game, which I did ask people on Instagram for their input. So if you put an input in, thank you. If you didn't, you're lame.
Are we saying who did? Because I got a couple.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay.
I got a couple, but so the game is called Overrated versus Elite, and we're just gonna we'll try to keep it brief on them, but just kind of say like if you have any like strong opinion on one way or another. But I'm gonna start with, since it's in theme with kind of this time of year, overrated New Year's Eve. I'm not a New Year's Eve gal. It's probably my least,
I think it's overrated.
I think it's my least favorite holiday.
This is the first year I've ever thought it was overrated.
There's just too much pressure, and I've never had a good solid plan of like, this is what we're doing, it's covered, it's paid for, you have a table, you have this, you have like a house, like I don't know, like I've never had like a really, really, really good solid plan. It's always chaos, and you're trying to make the best night ever, and you're trying to do this, and you're trying to do that, and you gotta have the right outfit.
There's too much expectation on New Year's.
I don't like that. So
like
overrated.
Yanni and I were watching it, and it was just like I was like getting the ick. I was like, this is like just doesn't look fun.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my first one.
Okay. Overrated. This is by Crink. She said overrated Chick-fil-A.
Elite. I like Chick-fil-A.
It's honestly great. They're the only place I can get grilled nuggets.
I say elite.
Yeah, I
think perfectly rated.
Better than Cane's because they have options.
Yeah.
I love Cane's though.
I do like Cane's, but I'm like, when you think about, I'm a chicken girl, and they have options. You can get a sandwich, you can get grilled nuggets, you can get fried nuggets, you can get the cool wrap.
They have their mac and cheese, but
smacking French fries, waffle fries, smacking
Polynesian sauce.
I'm gonna say Elite.
Okay, yeah, I'll go.
I like
Elite.
Chick-fil-A.
Sorry, Crink. She said it was
love
overrated.
Chick-fil-A.
Dang. Okay, Maddie, you got one?
No, I mean, I didn't have like ideas, but I had one. Loud clubs, like going to the club.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Some people say it's elite and do it every weekend. But still, I personally feel it's overrated.
It was fun for a quick blip of time.
Like literally the blippiest of blips, like teeny tiny.
Yeah.
You go.
Okay. From a listener downstairs, from the Rizzler herself. She commented. Yeah. She said, Elite Starbucks pistachio drinks.
Elite.
I haven't had a pistachio drink from
My
Starbucks.
mom goes insane for these pistachio
if she says
lattes.
it's good, then it's good.
Anything pistachio is elite in my book.
She boycotted Starbucks probably for almost a decade until these pistachio latte came out. She's
Do they
first
still
one in
have
line.
them?
She's the first one in line with her rain boots and her little scarf.
Oh,
Yeah. What'd you ask?
I was like, do they still have them? The
They're
pistachio.
seasonal.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're almost done, probably.
Or they're almost started. I think it's like the
Oh.
February. It's like the cold spring.
Oh, got
Yeah.
you. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to hop on that 'cause I love a stash.
No, my mom goes stupid
Yeah.
for pistachios. And then overrated by the Rizzler herself, Kardashians. We like the Kardashians.
I mean, they are so overrated, but I love them.
They're overrated except for the fact that I've been watching them since I was like 12 and I know everything about them and I
Yeah.
just find like every little thing interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're necessarily like the most elite thing in my book, but I also wouldn't say they're overrated, so I have no strong opinion
They're
on it.
perfectly rated.
I do watch
Perfectly
them.
rated, yeah.
I watch them, but I'm not like in love and
I can't call them overrated because I've been watching them since day one.
Right.
I've been watching them since Keeping Up, very first episode.
That's what
So
I'm saying. Like I've been watching them for like as long, like
decade.
Like I know all of the family lore.
Yeah,
all the crisscross and everything.
yeah. No, for sure. Okay, perfectly rated. JC said First Class.
what? JC.
He didn't specify whether it was overrated or elite, but I'm gonna say elite.
No, not overrated at all. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never flown
Because
first
I was
class,
gonna
but
say,
I can't
I've never-
imagine it's not
Because
elite.
of first class, these girls are going to NYC with me.
That little champagne little
Free Prosecco on deck. The lady was so efficient. She saw I was halfway full. She's like, "Was like another?" Absolutely. I'm buying my New York tickets.
Oh my gosh.
No, first class I think is great. I mean, the prices have gone a little insane, so I've only done 3 times. One, it was free. The second time, it was a $60 upgrade, and then the third time, it was like also kind of a relatively cheap upgrade. But sometimes they're like when my parents went to Israel, for them to fly first class, it was like $17,000 per person. Like at that point, no,
Yeah.
no, that's a car.
Yeah.
But, all right, Jan, you got another one you want to pop up, or do you want to just keep reacting to ours?
Overrated is getting a bunch of designer things. Elite would be one good bag you actually use. That's an opinion I have.
I could see that. I think that goes into like materialism. I think I'm bad at it, but I'm trying to get better where it's like quality over quantity for sure. And I bought one designer purse for myself and I treated it like crap. So like honestly those dupes are great.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If it's like, obviously, I won't wear dupe sneakers, but if it's like a dupe, like little bag, like a little dupe, I'm not gonna get like a dupe of like a tote or anything like that, but like a little dupe, like
Nothing wrong with a little dupe.
nothing wrong with a little dupe, you know?
No, quality over quantity. I think if you have like one good bag,
Right.
for sure. And if I get gifted something nice, I'll always appreciate it. Like some of my clothes now, I'm starting to get like the quality over the quantity.
Right.
I truly have that little fake Birkin that I got from
Yeah.
Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
And I have gotten more compliments. It doesn't even look like a Birkin. It just looks
Right.
like the mini Kelly, kind of. But like, I've gotten more compliments on that bag, and it was literally $15 off of Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, "Oh my gosh, that bag's so cute. Where'd you get it?" I'm
Right.
like, Fashion Nova. Like, literally $15. So like, designer is just like flashy. There's like a difference between like chic designer and then
Yeah.
like flashy. Like Gucci, Louis is like flashy.
Well, it's like old
designer.
money versus new money.
Yes,
or like
exactly.
you
Old
look at like
money's
Adam
classy.
Sandler
Yeah.
and he's like wearing his basketball T-shirt from the '95.
Yeah, yeah. I would rather take vintage over like new designer.
Yeah.
Like vintage pieces or
Yeah.
like I like a lot.
That kind of leads into Kenzie said, hot take, Shein. Can't stand fast fashion. Cheap clothes are better from the thrift store. I can agree. I haven't shopped on Shein in honestly a while. I think there's a time and a place, especially in this economy. And a lot of times...
But it's not even that much cheaper than stuff anymore.
Not anymore.
Like,
Not
when I
anymore.
compare stuff from Shein to Amazon, like I'll go to Shein for inspiration, but then I'll find the same thing on Amazon for the same price, and it gets here the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fashion Nova I wouldn't say is fast fashion, because like, I've bought some things on there that are not cheap, like, at all. I think that, like, it's more expensive than Shein, but it's still cheaper.
I think Fashion Nova would still definitely be considered fast fashion by the
definitely
definition.
consider, but it's not as cheap as, like, a Temu or a Shein.
No, but they're still got the sweatshops.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I can smell it.
Yeah.
But I love my Fashion Nova, and I'll stand on that till the day I go.
Yeah.
I love me a Fashion Nova.
All right, do you have one more to close us out?
Yes. Last one. Hello. My friend Kendall Conley from high school, hey girl, she said Beyonce's overrated.
For sure.
I said absolutely can't
I mean,
stand
like,
her.
Partition is elite.
If we say that, will this podcast never take off or what?
Partition
Thank
was
you,
good.
Beyonce, for being overrated.
Beyonce. We love and adore you greatly, and Jay-Z's so
I
handsome.
just think, like, sometimes your time's just up, girl.
Yeah.
Like, when she got the country album of the year, I was like, I will never listen to her again.
Yeah, the country album of the year was
She
insane.
had that one banging song, but like country album of the year. What?
Yeah, no.
No, that's insane.
No.
Yeah, overrated.
So.
All right, exciting news. I'm so excited. Okay, so you guys had so much fun with our last giveaway. We just couldn't wait to do another one. So, fortunately and unfortunately, this giveaway is geared towards Phoenix or Arizona habiters. We are giving away 2 tickets to a candlelit concert tribute to Adele on January 18th. So you and a special someone, you and your bestie girl, you and your mom.
Yeah.
I'm going to insert a video of what a candlelit concert is because it's honestly so cool.
So
Maddie bought us the
vibey.
Drake tribute to Drake for Christmas, and we're so excited. We wanted to give you guys the tribute to Adele. It's such a good vibe. Get dressed up. Go have dinner. I think it's in downtown Phoenix. So
get a little fancy. I think it's at the art museum.
Yeah, all of the info will be on our Instagram, the Cozy Up Pod. It's going to be the same rules as the last one. You need to subscribe on YouTube. You need to follow us on Instagram, and then you need to tag someone in the comments of the giveaway post. You don't need to tag. You can, but you don't need to tag 30 people because it still just gives you one entry.
Yeah.
Because this is a quick giveaway because the concert's on January 18th. So we're going to end this 1 week from today, and it's going to be announced on January 14th. So you have 1 week to do all of this, and then we'll announce the winner, and then you can go on a fun little date night. It's on a Sunday.
Yes.
So hopefully you don't have to work. Most people won't have to work. So
Share to all your AZ friends so we
share
can
to all your
let
AZ
them know.
friends.
Yeah.
It's a great little. I got like it's a decent seats. You know, good vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all the info will be on our Instagram. So go there after this and
do the thing.
Yeah. And then next week we will announce the winner. So
So excited.
Yeah, I am happy to be back in our regular rotation from all the chaos of the holidays, and I'm hopeful for this year. So
Yes, ma'am.
See y'all next week.
See you next week.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Bye.